Okay, it's the Todd and Erin morning stream on GephartDaily.com.
You gonna shut the door?
I'm going to shut the door.
Yeah, it's highly professional.
All right, you got to turn at some point.
No, I could just
Ladies
do the
and
whole show
gentlemen,
like this.
meet my pirate wife. Ta-da! All right, so this is like you have to explain this. And do you want to do it or you want me to?
I was working on the computer on Saturday.
Arg. I've asked you.
Just working on the computer, and it looked like somebody had done a dropper full of ink in my eye, in my right eye, and it was swirling around. And then after a while, it got to the point where I really had nothing I could see except for the swirling ink and some sort of weird milky thing, so naturally freaking out.
I'm freaking out.
University of Utah, I went to the ER, and she starts asking me what year it is and, you know, what my name is and blah, blah, blah. And she's squeezing my hands, and I'm like, I'm not having a psychotic break. I swear to God, I'm not making the eye thing up. It's just, she goes, oh, I think you're having a stroke. Don't worry. And I'm like, what?
That's the phone call I get. Because I had the kids, and she went up to the hospital, and I was to actually take them to a ferry event at Gardner Village.
Yeah.
And I got like 3 blocks from my house, and I went, what the hell am I doing?
I didn't think it was going to be anything
My
big.
wife is having a stroke.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be anything big. And
Just
so-
a small stroke.
And so the things you
Which it wasn't.
I texted my sisters, and I immediately said, don't tell Mom. Because you can't tell my mother that stuff. She'll lose her brain. And she was also out in Washington, D.C. visiting a friend, and she probably would have totally gotten back on a flight. So I'm sitting here, and I don't know if you've been up to the ER at the U. Number one, they're the most amazing people in the world. Number two, this is also the biggest hospital in the state, and it's the ER where everybody is taken in, which I think is as it should be.
You know, I was
but
amazed
I'm a
at.
communist.
I was amazed at the ebb and flow. It's like first thing is like everyone's injured,
There's a line of ambulances.
And
You can hear
then-
the helicopter taking up and down all
and then
morning.
an hour later, it's like there's nothing.
Except
People are
for
around
me,
sitting eating chips.
Except for I'm the one that's lying on a bed in the hallway. As a matter of fact, do we have those pictures? I was just curious, Brendan. You don't have to do them right now if you don't want to.
Do you have pictures?
Well, they weren't very good because I was taking them lying down, which is always awkward. That's me. Crap over my eye.
That's my lovely wife.
Completely pissed off. And, you know, and the nice thing about it, though, is I had plenty of people to
Is there
talk
more?
to.
I didn't know you took these.
Yeah, well, they were sort of askew because, like I
Okay.
said, I was lying down at the time.
But
Anyway, so I had a nice chat with one of the ladies. In the hallway, that's where I'm not sure why they put me there, but everything was crowded. And one of the nice ladies next to me who was handcuffed to her bed said, I know you!
Great.
You're Erin from Todd and Erin! And I'm
you go.
lying there going, I am, what's your name? You're handcuffed to the bed.
Right.
We had a nice chat, and apparently we had brought her Christmas one year, which was really nice. And I asked why she was there, and apparently she'd gotten injured during a robbery. So that was
well, she was cuffed to the bed, so she was
probably
one of
the
the robbers.
one. We didn't really go into who was doing what. I didn't
Right.
feel like it was important at that time to place blame, you know, of who was robbing who. But
Erin has this fascination with medical stuff, and so people are coming in, and she was like, gee, I wonder what happened to that guy. That looks broken. Is that a femur?
I got to tell you later about the degloved limb. Yeah, just like that. It was very exciting to hear about.
See, she's like this. And you know what?
So, and after a while, they did finally figure out that I wasn't having a stroke, and that it was apparently I was bleeding behind. Then they had to decide whether I was bleeding from my brain or if it was the eye bleeding.
It was a great weekend.
Narrowed that one down after a few more hours, and then by 11 o'clock they decided it was just my eye and that I couldn't get surgery until the blood pooled, because the laser has to go through your eye, and if there's blood and it obscures it.
Anything with your body that they use the word pooled.
So now I get to sleep upright for the next 3 days. Now here's the trick though, because it's in the lower right quadrant of the eye, I have to sleep upright yet leaning slightly to the side like this. So the entire night I had a pillow here to remind me not to move my head the other way. And do you know what it's like to sleep like this with your head slightly?
Yeah,
this
but at
way?
least you're a back sleeper. So you do kind of sleep
Yeah.
straight, but now you're
that's
cranked
good.
up.
Now
But,
I'm cranked
yeah.
up. So this is going to be my load for the next few days.
And so if you ever heard the life flight helicopters, right, and that's where they're going, and we live kind of close, and so we always hear them going over, and the pilots and the crew are just like you imagine.
Swashbuckling.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
I'll show you. Watch this. They come, wait, I need these. Hang on. This is the way they come into the room. Just been flying in that helicopter. We call it the Bird. Hey, I gotta go.
Oh, did I tell you about the lady whose intestines liquefied from necropsy? That was a very exciting conversation with one of the EMTs.
Mountain Cam, shall we?
Oh, come on.
Let's go see
I
it.
learned so much. I was there for 12 hours in the hallway.
No kidding, in the
All right,
hallway.
look how beautiful that is today. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we have suffered through all the rain and the snow, and now this is a nice week. As a matter of fact, we're going to be up into the 80s.
All right.
By the end of the week.
Let's
So
talk.
there's hope.
Let's
There's
talk
chance.
Utah Jazz.
How cool is this? Did it hit you how awesome and amazing it was?
I was like, what?
No, number one, they won Game 7 against the Clippers. They won it on the road, and they won it decisively, 104-91. Now, Gordon Hayward kept getting in foul trouble, but I would like to point out in the fourth quarter those weren't really fouls. But we won't go over that part. But Derek Favors was amazing. 17 points. He got 11 rebounds. It was absolutely amazing.
Look
Very
at her
exciting.
go sports on me.
So Sacramento's next.
Yeah,
We're second round.
I know,
The
right?
Jazz are second round.
It's been a long time.
I know. This is so wonderful. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
It has been a long time.
One of the things that's really nice about this, though, is this is the year that a lot of our key players come up as free agents. So I'm thinking that winning the championship would be a really good reason to stay in Utah as a cohesive unit because, you won. So this should help us a lot with the team,
Just being in the playoffs
right?
will attract better players.
Yeah, and we're second round now. That's amazing. It's been a long time.
Amazing.
Well, this was
I want to talk about amazing,
well.
right?
First, there's nothing the Jazz can't do.
Okay.
First, they can win the first round. Second, they can save young boys from terrifying drowning in reservoirs. Did you hear about this?
What is this story?
Well, there's these two teenagers, and I guess they were fishing up by Hiram Reservoir. And if you've ever been up there, the banks are really, really steep, and they're very muddy. And these boys both managed to slip into the water.
Probably one grabbed the other, and they went in.
And it's scary because you're sitting in your recline at the
Right.
bank, you can't get out. One of them had a phone, and I guess it stayed dry enough that he was able to call 911. And they're trying to find them because the water is unbelievably cold.
And
so
it's
this
dark.
is not.
It's night fishing. It's
Yeah.
dark.
So this is not a time that you can stay in the water dog paddling for a while because they just don't have that kind of time. So they were telling them to shout, Utah Jazz!
They
Utah
were
Jazz!
screaming Utah Jazz.
And so they screamed that all across the reservoir, and the search and rescue found them like really, really quickly.
Oh, that's
Is there
cool.
anything the Jazz cannot do?
Defense! Defense!
Seriously.
They could have yelled. That's funny.
Well, I think the Utah Jazz is better, more specific.
Wildlife. Utah's known for its wildlife in the beautiful mountains. All different things: elk, deer, other ones, woodchucks, things like that. But also cougars. Downtown Salt Lake City.
Excuse me?
Here's the Department of
Oh,
Wildlife
that's
Management.
not good. That's not
10th
good.
South and West South Temple. Let me repeat that. 10th South and
10th Southwest Temple
West
in the
Temple.
Glendale area. Yeah. That's not even like up on the bench. That's like downtown.
Right.
That poor
This is like
thing. I feel so badly for him.
took tracks or something. I don't know, but they unfortunately, because he was in such a tight neighborhood, they couldn't tranquilize him because they saw him went after a cat. And that's how they kind of found it again because they were tracking
Well,
it.
see, the trouble with tranking, though, is you always picture in the movies, the dart shoots and they go boom and they fall over. No, it's not like that. They reel around drunkenly for about half an hour before they finally lay down. And in that half an hour, the chances are excellent they're going to run across like a toddler or something.
They said there were a lot of people out and
So,
about.
it's very sad.
Yeah, and runners and stuff. So
How did he get down that
unfortunately,
far, though?
well, they've seen him at the university. You've seen
Yeah,
those
yeah.
pictures from the still security cameras
Yeah.
of these
They're good
freaking
sized cats.
huge cougars, pumas, whatever you want to call them.
Puma.
Pumas.
Is a puma the same as a cougar?
Yes, it is.
Is that the same as a mountain cat?
Yes.
Is it the same as a leopard?
No.
Okay.
Spots. This other deal going on, the county wants to get involved with a homeless shelter.
This one I'm really interested in, and I'm not sure how this happened exactly, but if you've been down around the Rio Grande area, I think the homeless population, this is obviously my rough estimate, but I think it's tripled over the last few weeks. And if you look over the
Just
ebb and
seems
flow of the last
so
couple
crazy,
of years,
yeah.
that is consistent. They've created gigantic tent cities, and you see them as you're heading onto the
Fifth West.
freeway. And
Down by the gateway is
exactly.
amazingly
So
sad.
So obviously, whatever is happening is not working very well. But so apparently, Mayor Ben McAdams, who's Salt Lake County Mayor,
Right.
and Sheriff Jim Winder say that the county is taking over security for the homeless. They're
I've
basically
never-
taking over maintaining and I guess working with them.
By the Rio Grande?
I've never heard of that
I
before.
have never heard of that.
And it's very interesting. So they're doing a press conference this morning around 10 with Attorney General Sim Gill. So we'll get a sense of what's going on. But I just thought that was, I don't know. I just thought
that's-
that District Attorney Sim Gill, excuse me. Have you heard of that before?
No, I haven't.
But if you see these cities, I mean, they're big tent cities. I mean, they're really trying to
Something's
settle
got to
in.
help. Something has to, because the criminals down there are kind of victimizing a lot of the homeless people
See, that's what's so unfair. They're preying on the people who are least able to resist them.
and making it unsafe. All right, so more with a press conference coming up.
Yeah,
All
that'll
right,
be interesting.
weather's coming up next.
Oh, by the way, we're going to carry that live on GephardtDaily.com if you guys want to watch that this morning and kind of see what's going on. Daisy's in London, by the way, being awesome because she's Daisy. So she's not here for news. So instead, we have got weather, and it's brought to you first by Columbus Travel. Columbus Travel has got some amazing vacation packages, especially some of their cruises. You can learn about them by going to columbusvacations.com. By Executive Transportation, it is white glove California style service at Utah affordable prices. You can go to executiveutah.com, and all Utah plumbing, heating, and air, whatever you've managed to break, John can fix it for you by simply going to allutahplumbing.com.
All right, 3-day forecast. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the 60s.
No rain.
All right.
There's no rain. This is so exciting.
Some clouds today and tomorrow, 61, 62 on Tuesday. Wednesday, 69 degrees and sunshine, shorts, flip-flops. I love that.
This is so exciting.
It is. All right, pirate chat. You
Really?
you have to explain again in case people are just jumping in here. Detached retina. So, I thought in honor of that we do
Bleeding
some.
eyeball. I'm wearing a patch. I don't think you want to see it.
Let's
That's
do
okay.
let's do some pirate
Nobody wants to see it. It's
pirate
hideous.
trivia. First,
Really?
you have to say "arg" first. Come on, play along.
Arg.
Nice. Let's talk about eye patches, shall we?
Our daughter loves my eye patch, by the way, so that's something.
You actually know the answer of why pirates wore eye patches. Why don't you say?
Well, okay, this is actually sort of legend, but what they say is the reason why pirates wore eye patches is because that way it was easier to revert to night vision. So if they're up on one of the, the big sparrow's nests up on one of the masts and they're trying to figure out what's going on, they have better vision if they had kept one eye patched. Also, when you're going down underneath into the galley area, it's not like you got a lot of picture windows sitting there with a lot of light.
It's really dark.
So they have to be able to revert back to night vision as quickly as they can, which is why the patches turned out to be so handy.
Jewelry, as far as earrings go for guys, precious metals.
Yeah.
They felt it made them better eyesight and stronger.
Actually, I thought that the earrings were because that they could use them to trade and barter in towns when they didn't have any money.
Plus, they look fantastic.
Well, they really did.
Okay, one more. Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger. The flag.
Blackbeard?
Where did it come from? Jolly Roger. Actually, Blackbeard's flag looked totally
Yeah, it
different.
was different, right?
Because it was the devil with horns and like this.
I mean, why is he stabbing the heart? What did the heart ever do to him?
That's death.
And then the three
That is certain
dots.
death.
And yeah, but the Jolly Roger with the skull and crossbones, that came after that.
Yeah,
That wasn't a Blackbeard thing.
No, the whole thing is most pirates used it. He had his own
Well, he's special.
designer
meaner.
flag. But when nautical battles were going on, some of the ships, the bad guys, they'd fly a red flag. And tell me if this wouldn't get to you. The red flag meant there will be no mercy. You will be killed on contact.
There's going to be lots of blood.
There's not going to be any.
And we don't want to have to rinse it out of the flag, so we thought it'd be easier just to have a red one.
You don't get to join the crew. You don't get the hot tub privileges. They just kill you and then throw you overboard.
I actually did not know that.
And imagine that coming at you. It's
That's a little depressing.
Oh, geez. We're going to be dead.
Okay, well, so there you go for Pirate Chat.
All right.
By the way, my 17-year-old Zachary comes up to me and he very carefully lifts the patch and he's kind of just checking, I think, to see if my eyeball's still in there. And then he goes, "Okay, good." And then he pats it and walks off.
Puts his ear to it and he can hear the ocean.
I don't think you were taking my disability seriously here.
I want to do one thing really quick. Okay, so what was the actual name for these?
I don't know, but our neighbor Mickey gave those to the kids yesterday because
Here, I'll show you.
they're so epic.
Yeah.
But no, you can't stop playing with this. It's like obsessive.
Well, I'm trying to think. Okay, I got it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it. And I just don't get it. And
It's
they
just something to
spin,
play with.
And they balance. But here's the problem.
Maybe you have to have ADD to enjoy it like the
Well,
rest of us.
they said this is, they have those little cubes too that you can click and you swing, twist and do all this stuff to keep your hands busy, right? But I'm not sure which is more annoying. Would it be talking to someone like this and me doing this, the whole conversation?
Only because I'm ADD, so I'd probably just look at that, stare back and forth like a cat.
Or is this, the traditional, more annoying?
See, the downside of the pen is I could stab you through the ear with it. At least with the flippy thing, you know nothing bad's going to happen to you.
Right.
Just a thought.
I found a gym that I can work out in. Yeah.
Tell me more.
It's in Britain. Brits are so ahead of schedule.
Really?
Yeah, they are. So basically, you go to the gym, all right, and then you lay down.
So far, this is totally working for me.
It's called
Explain this.
napper size.
Wait, explain this.
This is true. They actually are doing this at one of the gyms. Oh, look at it. Feel the burn. Feel the burn.
Explain this to me. What's the point?
All right, there's a group of clubs, and they want to help moms and dads catch up on some Z's, and they also do it in cold rooms because it makes you burn calories faster.
Well, that's true, though, because it makes your body work harder to stay
but
warm.
the perfect sleeping is temperature is between 60 and 67 degrees. It helps you sleep more.
Huh.
But doesn't that make you just cuddle up with more blankets?
Well, yeah, but apparently it's still working.
So
You go there to this gym and you lay down and you nap.
you're hiding is basically what it is. You're hiding from your children.
You're making yourself feel better that you're really technically
Yeah.
going to the gym.
And if you want to, you can throw a yoga mat underneath your arm and I'm off to the gym,
Well, all the major studies are showing, though, that if you don't get enough sleep, you are more likely to gain weight and to keep it. You can't get it off. So that's not all that surprising.
Let me point something out. You're paying a membership.
Okay, once again, I would like to point something at you. Do you know what happens every time you try to lie down and nap at our house? And if Zach's gigantic clomping feet, our 17-year-old, racing through the house on the hardwood floors and making the entire house shake does not wake you up, then it's the inevitable lawn service from somebody
Right.
going with the blower.
We should start this.
Or
We should
then
start
maybe-
this business.
Or maybe it's Zoe going, Dad,
Dad.
Dad,
Dad.
Dad,
Stop that.
Dad.
Please.
Dad,
Don't.
Dad, look at my drawing. You really are going to complain about the gym now?
I can see it. We can start this business. We go to
Right?
a storage unit, right? We buy like 6 or 8, 10 of them, and we rent them.
Yeah.
And then people come down. We'll set up a cot in there, get some air conditioning.
Make it all squishy and comfortable.
Maybe get a refrigerator for everyone.
Yeah. A couple of nice cool drinks and some pillows.
So they're about $65 a month. And so if we do that and we charge one person for like 4 people a day, it'll work.
I think it would
Cheaper
be
than a
genius.
hotel.
I think it would be
Only
genius.
one person allowed though.
But we could write Napper Gym on the outside of it so it almost looks like you're going to work out.
And no couples, because we're not running that kind of business, mister. All right. So, speaking of drugs.
Oh,
my gosh.
man, this was a
What?
weekend. Did you say?
Criminals are getting stupider or
Okay.
the cops are getting smarter.
Well, no, but this is why this is so completely random, though, because this was a massive weekend. Number one, Brandon, do you have a picture of this? The meth
Meth.
bust. This was a ridiculous amount of meth that they caught down in southern Utah. This was the
is
Utah-Arizona border. It's purple. It's almost like festive, though. It's like they've created a delightfully festive shade of
So
meth.
that was 50 pounds.
And that was, I don't even know what the street value of 50 pounds is, but it's insane, right?
It's more than $12.
Okay, but it gets better. Okay, so then they had a really suspicious hearse that was driving around, and this was down in Arizona.
Look.
And they were watching it, and it was going very slowly, and they pulled it over, they stopped, they opened up the casket, and there was all of this marijuana, like insane amounts of marijuana. They
68 pounds.
They said that's over $33,000 street value. And then he had attempted to like disguise the smell of marijuana by also packing in cow manure. And I'm like, traditionally you wouldn't find either smell in a hearse. So I'm thinking you weren't thinking this through. Here's the best part. Guess where they stopped him?
Where?
Tombstone, Arizona. There's a pleasing symmetry that runs through this story.
But wait, so you got manure, right?
Yeah.
They're thinking manure in the coffin. They're thinking hide the
That's
smell, and then all
hysterical.
of a sudden you say, you know what? Why don't we be bolden, and we're going to go right through and get on an airplane. But to do that, they had to come up with something new.
Okay.
Something new.
And what drug were they trying to smuggle?
Cocaine.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, I now pronounce.
You're really going to try to fly
the
with
fashion
cocaine?
designer version.
No freaking way.
Coke smuggling.
That is epic. They were trying to do like Coke pants?
Coke pants.
Wow.
Now they actually did see the guy, and he looked a little bulky, so that's when they actually pulled him aside.
U.S. citizen Ariel Garcia, he was inspected after arriving from Santo Domingo, which is down in the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Private room, they searched him. They found it taped to his legs. That's 11 pounds of cocaine. That's about 180 grand. There was another person on the flight, though, who was also looking kind of chunky. That was Alvin Montiel Sosa. So he was inspected, subsequently sent to a private search room, and they also found another 12 pounds of cocaine. So that's 23 pounds of cocaine for $380,000 worth of street value.
You know what gets me, though, is if they got caught, how many people got through doing it?
Oh, that's a good
Right?
point. See, here's my problem with this whole scenario is they're like, yeah, we're going to tape it to your legs and everything. Okay, so you're sweating because you're anxious as heck because you're
Right.
carrying $200,000 worth of cocaine.
Right.
You're sweating
Right.
on the packages of cocaine,
Right.
which eventually will leak in one certain way. So you've got one leg just like violently twitching like this. I'm thinking it's a dead giveaway. It might just be me.
I just think of all the poor people out there who just have naturally chubby legs that are being strip searched as we speak.
What? What do they do?
Is this free?
I'm from a big five family. Back off.
All right,
They didn't even buy me dinner.
So if you're gonna do smuggle drugs, don't do it that way.
All right.
All right. Vacation time.
All right, coming up next. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Columbus Travel. I'd forgotten about this.
Right.
Now, one of the cool things about Columbus Travel is I actually did some research on this. Yeah, you can go online, and I've always been good about searching for flights, and someone told me 2 a.m. on Sunday morning is the best time to look, and I actually set my alarm and got up then, and it was like, yeah, okay. Or you could actually just go to columbusvacations.com, and you could sign up for their weekly newsletter. It's very short, it's very quick, but they do all of the flash deals of the week because they go through all the airline stuff and the hotel stuff, and they usually do combos, which are a lot cheaper. Usually you can get a hotel stay and a flight for cheaper than a regular flight would be. So all you have to do is just go to columbusvacations.com, sign up for the weekly newsletter, you're in,
Okay.
you're going to find something
All
you
right.
like and you get a jump on it.
All right. Coming up next, Erin freaks out, and when I say freak out,
Virtual reality.
sometimes you think it's a good thing, maybe not, and it's coming up next.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And by Columbus Travel, the best travel deals on the planet. Be sure to take advantage of our April sale. columbusvacations.com. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com?
All right, so if you haven't seen this yet, I think everyone, virtual reality, where you wear the goggles and stuff, and there's amazing things you can do with it. They're actually using it for training for different occupations. You can go to...
It's been in the military. I mean, just exquisitely precise, amazing detail in the military for a long time for different battle scenarios. They use it for flight training. They
you
use
can
it
go
for
to
weapons
Lowe's.
training.
You can go to Lowe's and pick out a room color and the windows and
they
furniture.
teach you how to like mud and do sheetrock and stuff on virtual reality. It's really amazing.
What a waste. Who wants to drywall when you have virtual reality?
It's a
on?
new skill though, and it's teaching
right.
you muscle memory.
So Erin got to experience this, and so our person who let her borrow this stuff found the freakiest thing that
The
he
most
could...
terrifying game he could come up with.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wes, so much for that.
Let's see her reaction, shall we? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Show. All right, so Wes has brought in something that's kind of cool. Wes, what is it?
It is a virtual reality headset.
And Erin has never experienced this. Let's
Well, look at that. So it's got basically his phone is plugged into the
take a
front,
look
I
at
guess,
her.
to facilitate, and then you've got the headphones that go with it.
That's right.
Should I put it on?
Let's do it.
This
Here we
is
go.
Very exciting.
This is Erin's first
Can I
time.
Say, can I say, kind of sexy. All right.
All right.
Headphones go on.
Headphones.
All right. Are we ready to power up?
No, use the other ones. The ones that are in your lap, Erin.
These.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out which ones. I'm like, why am I listening to Billy Idol? Okay, the door's opening. Why is the door opening? Where am I going?
Okay, look around.
360.
Now you're just loading and creeping me out.
All right.
Does this have clowns in it?
Stand up.
You didn't do this with clowns, right?
Stand
No,
up.
no clowns.
Are you
No,
sure?
she needs
Bad things come.
She needs to sit down.
Oh, it's gonna be scary. No, I'll stand up. I want to
Now you sit down.
No, trust me. You're gonna want to sit
Sit
down.
down. Sit down right here.
back off.
Sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
I'm gonna punch you in the neck if you don't be quiet.
Erin. Okay.
Okay.
Do you see what you need to do?
Oh, holy crap! This is so cool. What's the raven doing? Oh, he's eating a dead rat.
So to walk, Erin.
Yeah.
To walk. Give me your hand.
It's so freaky.
Give me your finger. Give it finger out.
Uh-huh.
Right there. You gotta hold
Okay.
that right there.
Here?
And wherever you look, it'll let you walk to that direction.
Okay. I'm not. Am I holding it right?
You just hold it. Just hold.
Okay.
Is it letting you do it?
Not.
You should
Yeah.
be. You should be able to walk in that direction.
Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Are you okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. Oh, crap.
What?
Doors are opening. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is incredible.
What do you say?
This is incredible. No, it's I almost ran into the window here. Okay. No, it's just incredible. You can see everything. God, those beds. Okay. I don't know if I want. Okay, yeah.
So
Let's do
Todd,
the door.
just so
Okay.
you know what
I'm
she's
getting
in.
chills.
Yeah.
Don't hit the. Okay.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
what's she saying?
She is in a
You
haunted
guys,
house
look
right
at,
now.
No, look. I have got goosebumps.
Can she turn around 360?
Yeah. She's seen
Aaron,
it all.
turn around. All the way slowly around to the back.
Okay. Where are you going? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Explain what you're seeing.
Okay, this is okay. There's just a huge amount of like broken wood and ancient old building stuff, and there's tons and tons of doors. Okay, crap. Okay, I'm going. I'm going down. Okay, I'm going down. What's down? This is gonna suck for me, isn't it? Okay, there's.
I told you to sit down.
This is amazing. Oh, do you do anything? Okay.
Can she
Why
look
can't I
up?
go through that door? I want to
Yeah.
go through that door. I can't go
She's
through that
going
door.
through.
Okay.
She's going through a mansion, big mansion right
Okay.
now, and
Okay,
it's all.
okay,
It's a
okay.
bunch of different rooms.
Is it scary?
Here we go. No, everything is totally disgusting and decaying, and there's these bats that start tearing out, and you. Okay.
Have you ran into the babies yet? The dead
What,
dead
did you-
dolls. They're dolls, not
They're
baby.
dolls?
They're baby
Okay.
dolls.
Baby dolls. Okay, no, I'm going somewhere totally dark. Is anything touching me? Don't touch me if you were touching me, because that's even worse. Okay. Oh, okay. No, okay. You don't have to open up. No, don't. I changed my mind. You don't. I don't want to go in there. Okay, seriously. Why are the lights on? Okay.
This sounds
What are you
like our
doing? Why?
honeymoon.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now the face is like decaying. No, okay. Oh, I don't want to do the Ouija board. What? Okay. What?
Oh yeah, there's a Ouija board.
What? Okay. I really didn't want to do this. Oh, it's okay. Now the chair's spinning. You. Okay. And. Okay. Thanks. Don't. Oh, God, it's dark again.
Those are real screams.
Where's, okay. Open the door. I'm going out now. I totally changed my mind. I don't need. Okay, gosh, it is so. I what? I do what? What am I doing?
This is so
What-
sad.
All right, to explain, because
What the
we
hell?
couldn't get you to talk about what you were seeing.
Oh no, it was horrifying. It was this haunted house, but it was really nauseating because number one, you lose all of you get this huge sense of vertigo when you're in virtual reality.
Right.
And so I'm reeling all over the place. And when you're looking down, you're really, I mean, you stopped me from falling into the mic like 3 different times.
What do you see?
There was just all these hideous different caverns, and they all had a different monster that would come leaping out at you and screaming, and you would actually see the claws come out, and there'd be blood dripping down, and you actually would have to feel your own arm to make sure that that wasn't your own blood. And there was one time it came and it took me by the throat, and I actually felt like I was choking. That's how vivid this game was.
Wow.
It was really, really scary. And so it's nice to know that while I'm going through in excruciating terror, that you were enjoying yourself. So
Yay!
thank you for that.
So you know what this reminds me of? Because besides scaring the poop out of you,
Thank you.
if you've noticed on Facebook, have you gotten the 360 pictures yet? Where you can manipulate the picture and you can actually see all the way around, which is kind of cool. But with VR, what they're doing now is you can go and snorkel and dive the reefs
that would be so
around the
cool.
world, the Great Reef. You can actually go and look around, look up.
I've always
look
dreamt
up.
of seeing the Great
I
Barrier
do.
Reef.
Well,
That would
this
be
is a
incredible.
very cheap way to go do that.
I think that's so cool.
We have a giveaway.
This is so cool. Christopher's. Now, I'm very, very excited. I talked to my girlfriend, Melissa, who's the GM, and I said, how would you like to have one of our lovely winners down there with 3 friends? They'll probably make a ruckus because they listen to us, so that can't be good. And she goes, yeah, that'll be great. So
She doesn't know well.
we're going to send you to Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. You already know how decadent their food
This
is.
is making me hungry.
And we're going to have our lovely friend March from Executive Transportation pick you up in his sweet Escalade, take you and your friends out. You get to fulfill all your social obligations. You
This
get to
is
have
a
dinner together and talk.
This is a really nice package.
When is the last time that you actually just got to sit down and hang out with your friends? No stressing out about, oh man, I have to be designated driver. Or,
Forever. and
I
that's
don't want to order an appetizer because it'll make it more expensive. No, I mean, just
forever.
enjoy yourself.
I don't think we should give it away. I think
All right.
we should keep it for ourselves.
Yeah, forget it. Okay,
All right.
so here's what you want to do to enter. It's embarrassingly simple because we're not that bright. Just go to any one of the Facebook pages where you can see the morning stream. That would be Gephardt Daily. You can see it on Gephardt Approved or, of course, on the Todd and Erin page. Just go to the show here. All you have to do is like the page, make a comment underneath so we know your name, and then share. And then you're all set and ready to go. You've entered. You don't have to do anything else. And then we're going to call somebody, and March is going to be buying us Escalade to pick you up for an amazing night.
Very cool. All right, coming up next, someone's shaving cats and they don't belong to them.
Why would you shave a cat?
I'll tell you, coming up next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin morning stream is actually available anytime at gephardtdaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 2 pictures, and I want you to guess what this person is doing. Okay, here is picture number
Okay.
1, okay? Just take a look at it. Okay.
It looks like he's gonna like spray paint something.
What's
or
in his hand?
something.
Is it a bag? Here's number 2.
What?
Close up of him.
What is it?
He's got a bag.
Okay, he's creepy. Number 1.
Well, yeah, but he's
the
a
little
he's a-
creepy
he's a
vest and the
crook.
weird.
He's
What is in there?
He is stealing a car.
Oh wow. Okay.
Do you want to know how he's stealing a car with a paper bag? So a lot of the newer, that was a BMW that he stole there. So it was like $80,000 vehicle. You
Okay. Yeah.
know? And so basically, they all have fobs. I have roll-up windows, so I don't know about fobs, but they actually have a fob. And when you walk up to your car and you have it in your pocket, car will unlock. You can get in.
Yeah. Sure.
And you don't use a key. Just start the car with a button. And so the car is sensing for the fob. Now the fob is now in the house. And if the burglar, the car thief, comes up with a bag and has a device in there that boosts the signal.
Oh my gosh! I didn't
holds-
even think of that.
Holds it up, holds it up.
So it basically can attract the fob signal and it expands it.
And the next behind him is so it's in a garage or on the driveway. It goes about towards the house. Car unlocks. You get in. You push the button. Your car is stolen.
Are you kidding me?
How easy is that?
I had no freaking idea.
Right.
I knew that they were breaking into houses for a long time because what they were finding is that you could go back up and you could look up the factory setting for different alarms, house alarms.
All right.
Like if you're installing the blah, blah, blah alarm, someone could go online and look up the factory setting for the blah, blah, blah alarm, and they could type it in and it would work.
They also
Because
have
nobody ever changed them.
also have transmitters that they'll scan through numbers until they figure out what your garage door number is to open your garage.
So basically,
We're
we should all
screwed.
be back to
We're
padlocks.
screwed. You're going to end up like us and have nothing. It's not that bad. So
It's fine. Poverty's fine. At least
you-
there's nothing to steal.
you know what it makes you want to do? It makes you want to come up with a new hobby. And this is going
That's
on.
a smooth transition,
This is
baby.
going on in Waynesboro, Virginia. Can we just take a peek and I'll show you what we're talking
All
about?
right.
Okay.
Oh, what have they done to him? Oh, look at his little set. That almost looks photoshopped. That's
That-
horrible.
That, my friend, is a shaved cat.
At least he left his paws alone. Oh, look at that face. Look at the shame. Look at the shame and the despair.
She's like, but I thought waxing would be a good idea.
Why is... Oh, and then he's posing them. That's hideous. Why is he posing them like that?
It was against their will.
I can imagine they have that expression on their face like, I'm going to get you, I swear to God, this is going to come back on.
Waynesboro police got
Oh,
notification.
baby. Oh, honey. He looks like he's wearing those little furry boots you see at Burning Man.
They
oh.
look like Uggs.
Oh, baby. Oh, little
Oh,
thing.
look at this. Look how big his head is.
That is the saddest thing I've ever
So
seen.
the police
Now,
started...
explain this. So this guy's shaving cats and then posing them in terrible positions.
I get it. All of a sudden, it's a guy. You are racist.
Women would never think of that, and that's sexist, honey.
Yes, that too. The police started getting calls about these precisely shaved kittens being returned to their homes, and these are like cats with collars. They're outdoor cats, and they have collars, so there was no confusion if these are stray cats or anything.
No, there's somebody's kitties.
And this person would shave very nicely their stomachs or their legs and get.
I'm thinking we're looking for a groomer from Pets R Us with a grudge or
Who's
something.
unemployed
Yeah.
or in training. A groomer in training.
So explain this. Do they have any understanding of why this person is kidnapping cats to shave them?
They're actually trying to figure out if it's actually against the law. Hey, Bob, what are you in for? I'm not going to tell you. I just don't want to.
Cat shaving. I guess of all the spooky, weird laws we have on the
Right.
books, it's always because there was like that one random person who did it. So 20 years from now, people like us will be going, did you know there's a law about cat shaving? You can't kidnap a cat and shave it. Why would you have such a stupid law?
So if there's this has happened, 7 cats since December.
That's so mean. But he
Yeah.
poses, or she, sorry. She poses the cats. That's so troubling.
So, this is a serial shaver, right? More than one cat striking randomly throughout the neighborhood. Not going with one type of cat either. Throwing the police off their trail. And, you know who's going to catch him? A McGruff the crime dog.
Unless he's
says-
shaved too.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, come back all pink and he doesn't have his trench coat anymore. And the law officers are going, really? That's as good as it gets with you? And he'll be like, rough. It was rough.
That is just...
Sorry, you're the one who ended it with the stupid McGruff the crime dog thing. I had to take it.
I just want to end it there, the show, because
It was rough.
you can't top shaving cats. There is no way you can do that. By the way, if you want to see the show on demand anywhere you are,
Any time of the day or night, you don't have to wake up with us to see it live. We're still there all the time. All the time. And don't forget to enter for the Christophers and Executive Transportation Night Out because it's going to be a lot of fun.
And how do
All
they
you can
do
do
that?
that is just go to Facebook, any one of our Facebook pages, just like, comment, and share. And then also, you can also catch us on YouTube at Todd and Erin. You can catch us on SoundCloud at Todd and Erin. It's embarrassingly
we
simple.
want to see the cats again. Could we possibly see
No,
the cats
those
as we
poor
say
cats
goodbye?
don't display their shame.
I know. Let's see.
It's
the
so
guys,
mean.
guys in the booth hate it when I do this. I know. But anyway.
Oh,
go.
that's so sad.
Oh,
Oh.
that's gold right there.
Oh,
that's,
honey, I'm
that's
so sorry.
entertainment gold right there. That's what that is.
That is the saddest thing I've
You
ever
guys
seen.
have a good day. We're going to see you tomorrow on the Todd and Erin morning stream on
That is so horrible.
Gephardt.com.
It's not funny. Don't laugh. Oh, that's so sad.